Hello everybody, welcome to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. Look at what we have here, a brand new build. It's a Technic set. It's a Ford Bronco SUV, they call it. 42213 is the set number. It's a 9+ set, 943 pieces, and it runs $63.99. Not too bad a price for a 943 piece Technic set. Not bad at all. So what we have here is 7 numbered bags, as you can see. And this is going to be a fun build. I love building Technic sets, of course. If you look through my library of videos, you will see several Technic sets that I've built out of the 400 sets I have built. There's the manual. 199-page manual. It's a mid-size manual. And we have the dreaded sticker sheet. Not too many, though. If you look at that, that's not bad at all. It's pretty reasonable. And then we have the large off-road tires and a base plate in there. And that makes up the set. This is going to be a fun build. If you like Technic sets and you like the inner workings of Technic sets, all the mechanical functions that they do, this one, has opening doors, has a rear axle, has a full suspension, steering. Nice set. And a very reasonable price, I think, for this set. So, let's get on this one. Let's have some fun with it. If you're a Ford fan, you will especially love this if you're a Bronco fan. And I like SUVs. I certainly have one. It's not a Ford, but I do have one. And this one's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun build. So, what we'll do, as I usually do, is stop after every bag, give you a quick update, show you the progress, and if there's any issues or problems with the set at all. And then we'll move on to the second bag, third bag, and so forth, all the way through to all 7 bags, and then we'll do a final update and review at the end. And let's reveal the full built set. But you'll get to see the various stages as each bag is complete. So, thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Much appreciated. Stay with me on this build. This is going to be a lot of fun. Technic sets are always fun to build. And this is a very popular truck with a lot of features. So stay with me. Come along with me. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always appreciate that. I appreciate it when you do come along with me as well. And let's get on it. We'll be back after bag 1 to give you the first update. Thanks for watching. Welcome back, everybody, to the Technic set, the Lego Technic Ford Bronco. And it's the Ford Bronco SUV. It is set number 42213. It's a 9+ set, 943 pieces, and it runs about $64. Here's where we're at. Moving on to bag 2. There's bag 2. No stickers have been used yet. We're building up, oddly, the engine first here, and part of the chassis and the front end. Here's where we're at. This is what we've got. There's your pistons. As you can see, it's a B6. And you can see part of the chassis that's attached to. And this is going to be the front end here, I do believe. And as you can see, it's coming together quite nicely. Underneath. There's your cams that drive the pistons. And that's where we are. So, of course, if we can turn this, which is kind of hard to get to. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get to. There we go. There's your pistons. You can see the cams turning. So that's where we are, through bag number 1. Now, we'll move on to bag number 2 and expand on that. So, here we are, and we have a total of 7 bags, and those are over there, along with 5 very large off-road tires, and a plate there as well. So, let's get back on it, see where we go from here. Appreciate you coming along. I hope you're enjoying it so far, and we'll be back after bag 2 and give you another fresh update and show you what the progress is at that point. And, of course, if there's any issues or problems, which there haven't been so far, everything's going together very nicely. So, thanks for coming along. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I'll be back after bag 2. Thanks. Welcome back to the Technic build. It's the Ford Bronco SUV. 943 pieces. It's a 9+ set, set number 42213, and it runs approximately $64. Pretty nice looking set. If you're a Ford Bronco fan, you'd love this set. No stickers have been used yet. We've completed bag 2. We're moving on to bag number 3 out of 7. Here is bag 3 laid out. You can see there's more gearing here. And 2 sub bags. Of course, the dreaded pins and more gearing here. Here's what we have through the first 2 bags. Built up quite a bit since bag number 1. Where we started was in the engine. Here's your 6 pistons. And you can see they rotate. And that's done through gearing, of course. And cams. Cams are underneath, as you can barely see there. The full front suspension has been installed. Very interesting on the front suspension, as it usually is on Technic sets that have suspension. And steering system is in, as you can see. And of course, that extends to the rear. This is the front of the vehicle here, and that will extend to the back through this section here. Chassis has been extended to the rear. Of course, we'll be building up the rear suspension and then building from there the sides and front and back areas as well. So that's where we're at through bag 2. Interesting suspension geometry here, as you can see. Very interesting. You have 1 shock. You can see right through there with the spring and the yellow. That works back and forth to work the suspension. As you can see here. Really interesting build. A lot of fun on this one. A lot of geometry and physics going on here for a pretty good price. This is, if you're into engineering and the geometry used for suspension and steering, you'd love this set because it really shows it dramatically here. So that's where we're at through bag 2. Let's move on to bag 3, see where we go from here. And we'll be back up to bag 3, give you a fresh update, and we'll go on from there. Thanks so much for coming along in the build. I hope you're enjoying this so far. It's, from an engineering standpoint, it's very interesting. Any younger person, or any age actually, could enjoy this just by its geometry and physics characteristics here. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to build this. So let's get on to bag 3. We'll be back, and I will give you a fresh update. Thanks so much for coming along and watching. I appreciate it so much. And please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always like to hear from you, and I do respond, so give me some comments. Thanks so much for watching. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. We're building the Technic Ford Bronco SUV, 943 pieces, set number 42213, 9+ set. Here is what we have. If you're into the physics and geometry of the suspension and steering system on this set and many other Technic sets, this is a great place to look at it. We have the V6 extended back, which is moving the pistons. And you can see with those 3 cams, you're getting piston movement. And then the full suspension is in on this, front suspension, with 1 shock. If you can look way down there, there's a spring and a yellow canister. That's the shock. And then the steering mechanism's in there also. The steering rack, done by gearing, and 1 rack piece. And that is done by, here's the lever that extends to the steering system, which is on the back of the vehicle. And you can see how that works. Very interesting. Great fun design here. A lot of gearing so far through this. Of course, we're only through bag number 2 out of 7, so this is what you see. And then the chassis is going to extend back right here. Very interesting here. All the detail. And the suspension. Suspension works from that 1 shock down there. And that will give it, it's done through these cups right here on each side. and that will move the suspension. Kind of hard to do that here, but you can see it moving right there. Spring-loaded suspension from that one shock. Very interesting. I love Technic sets for their ability to show this, and very fun to build. You learn a lot about the engineering of suspension systems and steering systems this way. So, a lot of fun so far in this build. It's a $64 set, and it gives anybody, especially younger people, a lot of information as to how these systems are designed. And Lego kind of follows a similar format. Of course, you have to do it with bricks, but a similar format to what you see in the real-life vehicle. So there it is. We'll be building, of course, this out further, and I'll do a final review on this on my video channel and on a short to let you know what this looks like when it's complete. So thanks for coming along and watching on this. I appreciate it. We'll be back with the final build and review very, very shortly. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Much appreciated, and we'll be back. Welcome back to the Ford Bronco SUV. 943 pieces, 9+ set number 42213. Runs around $64. Nice vehicle. It's been fun to build so far. I hope you've been coming along with me. We still haven't used any stickers yet. We completed bag number 3. We're moving on to bag number 4 of 7. You can see we're starting to build the colored portions of the SUV, of the Bronco. And we're going to be starting to build up more of the body now, after with bag 4 and beyond. There's your 2 side bags. Here's what we have. Ooh, we built it up. Pretty much the full length of the Bronco now. This is the front end. You can see the underside right there. There's the engine. We showed you in the earlier updates. We showed you the pistons that move. We showed you the front steering. It has full suspension, front and back. On bag number 3, we built up the seats. We built up this entire rear section here. As you can see, the 2 shocks right there, one on each side. And so it has full suspension in the rear as well. And of course the steering, here's what we look like underneath. A lot of gearing in this vehicle, mainly because the steering is done by the spare tire in the back. You turn that and it steers it. And then of course you have the working suspension if you want to go over rocks. And steering as well. And there's the steering rack right there. So, and then the whole chassis is pretty much built up from this point. There's a little more chassis to go, but mainly it's just putting on body pieces from here and building up. So that's what we have so far. Really, really interesting build on this. A lot of gearing in it because of the way it's, the format, the way it's laid out. There's your seats. So there you go. That's it so far. We'll move on to bag 4 now, and we will finish that up, and I'll come back with another update and show you how far we've progressed. Thanks for coming along. I hope you're enjoying this. This is a fun build. Technic sets are very, very interesting. You got to be careful on these because one misplaced part can really mess you up. But so far so good. No issues at all with the parts. Everything's coming together nicely. Instructions are very clear, and not a problem. So stay with me. Then we'll get back to it here after bag 4, and I'll be back. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. And welcome back to the Ford Bronco SUV. It's a Technic set number 42213, 943 big bricks and 9+ age range, and it runs about $64. Here's where we are, moving on to bag 5 of 7. You can see where we're going to be picking up right there. We did use some stickers this time. Used about 4, actually we used 6 of them to build the front grille and headlights. There's your bag number 5 laid out. 2 sub bags for the pins and some other accessories, of course. Here's what we got. It built up quite a bit. It built up the entire front end here with the mud guards there, the hood. Here is the front end with the Bronco logo and the 2 headlights right there. little tricky there. You got to place those stickers just right to get that line to go all the way across straight. And the hood does open. If I can get it open here. There we go. And there's your V6 right there. Seats were already in, as you knew. Nothing much in the back. We didn't do hardly anything in the back here. It's all been in the front. And you can see how this is all built up here. It's a real interesting build. There's two of the stickers right there on the right corners. And there's the underside. Interesting set to build. Technic sets are always interesting to build, actually. But this one's really, really a fun build. I'm enjoying it. And you get a full idea of the size of this. So there we have it. Interesting how the mud guards here were integrated into the front fenders, which made it very, very interesting. So there you have it. That's where we're at so far through bag number 4. And we'll go ahead and do 5. Come back, give you a fresh update on 5. No problems at all. Everything is going together very well. Parts quality is excellent. So we'll be back after bag number 5 and go from there. Thanks for watching. Welcome back, everybody, to the Technic build of the Ford Bronco SUV. Set number 42213, 943 pieces, 9+ set, $63.99. No more stickers were used. We've completed bag 5 out of 7. We're moving on now to bag 6. As you can see, this is step number 144 is where we're going to start. Page 132 of the manual out of basically 200 pages. Here is bag number 5. Bag 7, the last bag, is over there in the wings. We have all the tires sitting there. We will be using one tire for the rear spare tire that we'll be mounting. And here's your 2 auxiliary bags that were included in bag number 6. Here's what we have. Really built up quite a bit from the last update. Mainly in the back. As you can see, much of the rear was put in. We have the Bronco plate back here. We added some stickers. You see the Bronco logo here and the Ford logo here. Those are stickers. As we come around, you have the little mud guards here on the sides, just like the front was. The rear mounts pretty much the same way. We have the rear lights. Interesting how those are mounted. They're mounted with a pin. And this will be the steering here, as you can see, as we turn that. There's your steering, and if you look down in there, you can see the gearing going up to that front steering rack. And of course, the interior, we'll be adding a steering wheel in here very shortly. The seats are already in. And I'm not sure what this is yet. This is moving, but we'll find out what that is. And as you can see, it's quite a bit of build up here. Quite a bit. So there you have it. That is bag number 5, or through bag number 5. As you remember, the front grille and headlights were built up. You have those 2 small stickers right here on the side. And that's it. Coming together very nicely. It's going to be a nice looking vehicle. And a lot of nice detail here. Again, no issues at all. Parts going in very well. The fit is nice and tight. And areas that looked like they were going to be loose, tightened up with new assemblies. So coming together very, very nicely. Quality of the bricks is excellent. No problems at all. So let's move on to bag 6, and we'll be back up to bag 6, give you another fresh update and show you the progress at that point, and then we'll move on to the final bag number 7 and do a final update and review at the end. Thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed this build. This is a fun build, I have to admit. Technic sets are a little more complicated than your average set, but they're a lot of fun. They're great challenges to build, and it's interesting to see how they come together. So, again, thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know if you have this set. or something similar and you'd like to comment on it, I'd love to hear from you, and I do respond. Thanks so much for coming along. Thanks for watching, and we will be back after bag 6. Thanks. Welcome back to the Technic Ford Bronco SUV build, set number 42213. Here we are, final bag, bag 7. Hope you've been coming along with me. This has been a real fun Technic build. One of the, out of all of them I've done, and it's been many of them, this has been a fun build. One of my favorites, actually. Here's bag 7 laid out. Right there. We got the 4 tires and wheels waiting back there. Here's what we have through bag number 6. Look at this. This is really built up quite a bit. The Ford Bronco. Entire roof was installed. The windshield frame has been installed. The entire back end is now done. Back here. There's your spare tire with the Bronco license plate and the rear lights. And as you notice, if I can get this all in one shot here, as we turn the rear wheel, the spare tire, it's working the steering gear. Right there, as we turn that. Steering wheel and dashboard have been installed. You can see the dashboard. That was one large sticker that made that. Let's see if I can get it over here a little bit better. There it is. And that all tied together with the window frame with slide-in pins. So there it is, coming together very nicely. Again, no issues. All the parts are excellent quality, fit perfectly, no issues at all. All the parts are here. Very few extra parts. Just a few, mainly just small pins. There's the front end. Looking real good. Looking real good. It's a nice size too. It's a real nice size SUV. Real nice size. Coming together very nicely. So there you have it. There's through bag 6. Hope you're staying with me. You enjoying it? Let me know. Let me know if you're enjoying the build. I really would appreciate that. I try and make this as informative as possible as we go. And there's your seats. Really nice set, I have to admit. For the money, this is a good buy, I think. Real solid buy. It's around $64, and boy, for 943 pieces, this is a great buy. And the finished product is really nice. Of course, the hood opens, but we'll go over those details on the final review and update. That's where we're at so far through bag 6. Let's get on to 7. Get this finished, and I'll let you see how this looks at the very end. The completed set, and where we go from there. Looking good so far. Thanks so much for coming along. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this build as much as I have. It's really been a fun one. As you can see, there's a rear seat back there too. So there it is. Let's get on to bag 7. I'll be back up to bag 7 and we'll give you the final update and the full review. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back. Hi everybody, welcome back to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. Here's the end. We reached bag 7 and completed bag 7, and that is all the bags for this beautiful Technic set. It's the Ford Bronco SUV, 943 pieces, set number 42213, and it runs $63.99. What a great set this was to build. There was a lot of mechanism to this, which I always enjoy. Anybody that's into Technic sets, I think, would really enjoy this set. Here's what we have. The Ford Bronco, written across the front with the headlights. Those are all stickers, but they don't look too bad. And you can see down here, you have the lower bumper. Nice big off-road tires and wheels. All the way around. On this particular Bronco, the hood opens. You have a working V6, moving pistons right there. And the doors open on both sides, right there. And as you look inside, you have a nicely detailed little dashboard. Of course, that's a sticker that made that. And of course, you have the seats and steering wheel. The steering wheel does not work the steering rack. You have the rear section here. Really nice looking set too. This red color really makes it look great. You have the Bronco plate in the back. You have a handle to open the rear hatch. You can see the rear spare tire. That rear spare tire handles the steering. So as we come around, you can see that rear spare tire moves that steering right here. You can see that as we rotate it, moves the steering. Steering works very well too on this, I have to admit. Nice looking set, it really is. The back end even looks great on this set. Underneath, if I can get this turned over, you can see the mechanism. You can see all the gearing necessary for the steering rack, which is up front. It has a fully workable suspension as well. And there's your rear differential. And of course that controls the piston movement in the front. You can see the pins going through to activate it, to pass from the back to the front. Really nice vehicle. I really like this build. This was a real fun build. I think anybody would enjoy building this. And for the price, for $64 roughly, for 943 pieces, this is a great buy, I think. Very playable here. Very playable set here. Doors open and close very well on this too. The fit is on this is excellent, just excellent. So this is one I would strongly recommend. I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10 as far as the Technic set goes. It came together very well. No issues with parts, nothing at all. Parts quality is excellent. The fit is excellent. No problems at all. No little gotchas throughout the build. Everything is just beautiful. Nicely detailed. For a Technic set, looks fantastic. You have a 200-page manual. Here's your parts list. Again, all the parts were excellent quality, no problems whatsoever. This is really a nice set. I would really recommend this set to anybody that, especially if you're a Bronco owner, this would be a nice set for you to have and display. But for younger adults and children, this would be fantastic as a playable set. There's some stickers, but not too many, just to highlight it. As you saw on the front, you see these little stickers here. And you have the Bronco as a sticker, of course. And you have a Ford sticker back there and a Bronco sticker, actually the stallion showing. And that's it. Really nice set here. Try this one out. I think if you're a Technic builder, you'd love this set. And the cost is nice for its brick count. So there you have it, the Ford Bronco SUV, set number 42213. Give this one a try. I think you'd really enjoy it. I certainly did. A nice build, and it came together really well. No problems at all with this set. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, write me a comment. Let me know you enjoyed the build, and hope it helped you out. So please like, subscribe, share, and of course comment. I'm much appreciated. Thanks so much for watching and coming along, and we'll be back with the next build. It's going to be a big one coming up next. Thanks again for watching.